Oh hey, didn't see you there. I was just sitting down trying to level up. You know how it goes. It's a low budget video this time, so low that FromSoft forgot to add my other 30 frames. No free cam either, so you're just with me and my totally normal testosterone level manly voice. In fact, it's time for another video of how I got every achievement in Bloodborne. PlayStation Edition. Disclaimer, I don't know what's going on. This man has no eyes, and my name's Rubbly Tumbly. I'm a waste of skin, as you can tell. It's time to become a hunter this day, and I'm touched by some zombie children. But don't judge me, I'm a YouTuber after all. Anyways, I suck. We all know. So I'm not killing this guy. And instead, we respawn in the hunter's dream. Although there's nothing to do here except to get our weapons, like the cleaver and the pistol, because I'm a basic man. Now, that beast isn't all that scary. But hey, welcome to Yharnam, everybody. A city that has streetlights, so you know it's bougie. And booze is just littered on the streets for you to take. I love the Western world. The people are fascinating.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you.
Wow, such unique culture. I'm sure you won't miss these Molotovs either. As we go, the magic certainly drops off a cliff when you remember why we're here. See, that big guy's got even more cocktails next to him, but also a torch. This is one of 26 weapons. Every single weapon will be acquired, so keep your nose to the ground and stop enjoying this. Eventually, just continuing past the dogs, we make it to this bridge. There's a shortcut further on the left that connects all the way back to the bonfire. I also forgot to record it, but if you go in that direction, you can open another door of the house. My bad. Now, I still can't level up, so I'ma just continue into a hole in the wall to meet some random dude on the right. She's not important in the slightest. In fact, if I was a little bit stronger, I'd be committing a hate crime, but you get to live for now. Also, there's some body bags up in the rafters I forgot to record hitting. I'm sorry, it was a hectic day. Searching this body gives us a saw spear, so including our current weapon, that's now 4. Also super important is a madman's knowledge surrounded by some giant rats. Now just a bit further into the sewers towards Father Gascoigne, but not up the ladder. The pig's not really an issue, and you get to collect the Saw Hunter badge, which will get us some items later. But skipping this boss as well, grab the elevator shortcut and with 1 madman's knowledge to gain 1 insight, so now we can level up. Ain't that awesome? I'm almost as strong as a real boy. I mean, man. You can also get the Hunter's Bell, maybe even fortify your weapon. But do you feel strong enough to take on the Cleric Beast? Well, somehow I'm still rusty, even though I just beat this game. But you know what? Job. That's the first achievement, by the way. And since we did everything around here, it's just a short trip to Father Gascoigne, who's somehow easier. And a hole in the fence up here is a skip to grab the red jeweled brooch. Break this for blood jib contact, and also to upgrade our weapon in a little bit. But we can't continue right now because we don't want to fuck up the quest line. Go back to the hole in the wall lady, and oh god, she heard me. She's a klutz, but you can sneak some damage in by making her fall. But eventually you'll have to face her, all just for the Crow Hunter badge. Miguel 1, women 26. Only with this badge can we continue from Gascoigne's boss room. I really recommend that workshop tool in the chest, by the way, because yeah. Opening the door here leads to the next area, the Cathedral Ward. It's nothing special. In fact, the only thing forward is a wooden shield that I for some reason needed. But the other doorway will actually lead to something interesting. It's some kind of church with a lever on the 2nd floor, but also a man praying at a statue. This is Alfred. He gives you fire paper, which I don't mind in the slightest, but we need to cooperate with each other in the future. It's down the coffin, down the rickety stairs, to a wonderful area. This man right here is the loudest person ever.
Turn back at once.
So the hole in front of us leads to an item. On the left platform, by some cloaked beast, is the Hunter's Torch. You have to fall down more and climb a ladder to get back up. Now, there's multiple ways to traverse this broken area, but they all lead to the same path. There's a ladder on the building of a guy shooting at us, and instead of fighting him, just shoot him back. I mean, the loot sometimes defies physics, but a, quote, quick reset will make the powder keg badge spawn at the gat. So, let's see. There's nothing much here except for the ritual blood on the altar. Sorry, I was just experiencing some trauma. Maybe you want a shortcut? Maybe you want to go 10 feet forward and the beast unlocks another shortcut? I don't know. Point is, there's a boss. It's the blood-starved beast, and he drops the Plumero Chalice. Sorry. In case it wasn't clear, killing him opened a door in Cathedral Ward for some reason. Look into the chest here for an achievement. Wow. At the top of the church workshop is the Radiant Sword badge, and at the very bottom is a falling puzzle. It's not even remotely complicated, just as long as you don't fuck up the jump to this door. Get this. It's another achievement. It's weird. This place looks somehow familiar. Oh, and there's an old hunter bone, one of those 3 umbilical cords, and my wife. Now I have to fall down the building again, entirely if you want your children to have a top hat. And that concludes the workshop section, and we're off. Down the street and up the elevator to a new area complete with shortcut. Actually, it's already time to fight the next boss. A vicar, who's praying for no more YouTubers to come out as a pedophile. As you can tell, it didn't work. In fact, the powers of these tubers were so strong that they threw me out of the map and on the other side of reality. Turns out everything in Bloodborne is just a flat plane, and we still can't get a 60 frames version. Also, this sucks because you have to touch the hat at the altar, so I had to run back because of that. It's some kind of vision beholding of an old dude in a rocking chair who sounds like Mikolash or something. Also, this means we learned a password. One of the 2 new areas is just right of the exit. An area full of gravestones and spiky dogs to the Hemwick Charnel Lane. At this point, my children gave me the eye of the blood-drunk hunter so we can enter the DLC. But it's way too early for that. Nothing but old ladies and dogs this way comes, and an entire farmhouse that ends up leading outside. Like, there's the shortcut, I guess. But obviously, we're here for the Witch of Hemwick. All 2 of them witches. Our reward for defeating the boss is the Rune Workshop tool, which lets us use this altar, but I haven't really found anything useful. So to Cathedral Ward one final time and up the elevator again. There's a small opening halfway up. Going through this path, we find a chest that I forgot to record again, but I promise this unlocks the Rune Master achievement. Anyways, it's time to go to the Central Square, past this sleeping giant and left towards Edward, or whatever his name is. And yes, I forgot to record opening up this door. Onward to the Forbidden Woods. What you'll notice is there's a lot of killing to do, but not a lot of something to do. So here's the highlights. Once you reach the village, go on to the roof by the caged dogs for some nice armor. The broken building just after has the Beast Roar tool, which is required. Besides getting assaulted by one cannonman, it's into a windmill. Finally, you get to do something by going out the first hole. We're outside, but there's a ladder. And falling down just a bit on the mechanism is our very own cannon. Hooray! I don't know how to use it. That was fun, but it's back to finding new ways of saying walk forward. So walk forward, walk forward, walk forward, fist a pig. Ooh, that's nice. Then we've made it to the bottom. Wait, look. They're doing the thing. They appear from the smoke. Wow, so cool. Thank you, Shadow of Yharnam. One final boss at the house in Bergenworth. You pretty much just walk around the house until you go in the house. One slug to keep as a pet. And inside is a woman with a wimp. A wimp? And inside is a woman with a whip. I have to kill you, though. Now it's up the ladder for the Lunarium key, and up in the chest is this phantasm shell. Now it's time for my favorite boss. Come on, Confederate Andy. There's nothing I love more than tiny little one-shotting spiders. So you're in Jesus land with the walking water, and you're like, now where do I go? Well, there's just a random woman standing here now. I wouldn't trust her, though. She looks like she just gave herself her own C-section, or just likes playing around in ketchup. Also, the moon's gonna hit you. It's just kidding. It was just a dream. Oh, hi, Mom. So we're in a new village, as it likes to call itself. But too bad we're not ready yet. It's back to the Forbidden Woods, and to the left of all the dog cages is a cave. This cave leads straight to a poison lake because we always need one of those, but it's not very far to another cave entrance. Taking an antidote so I don't die, and climbing a ladder for all eternity, we're back to the very start. We're trying to break into the clinic we spawned in, and this is how you do it. On the left side is a woman with the most precarious position. Hi. The second umbilical cord. Aw, does that mean she was gonna have a baby? Double kill. And on the right side of the clinic is the Canehurst Summons. That's all for this place, and yeah, what is up, Yahar'gul? The main addition of this place is the amygdalas hanging out on the walls. They're harmless as long as they don't hit you. And this door is camouflaged. I didn't see it the first few times. Of course, this leads to another amygdala. If you die there, it really sucks, because the bonfire is just right here. Either way, let's backtrack for a second. On the left is a broken fence we can fall down in. The first of the loot is the upper cathedral key on this corpse, and in the chest is the tiny tonitrus. All right, let's continue. All roads lead to death here, so first let's just sneak down these steps. This room with the disgusting beast has a broken hole in the wall. That, of course, leads to the Dark Beast Parl, who's all lightning, but you can never see his full body. Thanks, Defector Anal. Also, nowhere to go, so we teleport back. I'll run past the hunters I can't kill, band left and grab Tonitrus. But then I died. So let's run one final time and go right, all the way to the Leaky Eclipse. I mean, it's the Tower Knight, essentially, and it's a pretty slow boss fight. The only place left is to go forward and touch the mummy with the face cage. We've made it to the nightmare, but we've missed so much. Back to Cathedral Ward again, because I lied. Up the elevator, up the tower, and the door here is now accessible. It's the choir, I guess. I don't know why it's called that. There are a lot of beasts here, though, and they're hanging from the chandelier. They'll probably kill you. So the main door is locked, and the only way is covered in these fuckers. Well, one of these bloodsuckers has the orphanage key on them, and on a corpse are 2 pearl slugs. So the top door has the make contact gesture, which will be needed in a bit, and the bottom door can now be opened as well as the new shortcut. Now this boss is quite the boss fight. All these Discord mods come after you until the Super Sigma shows up. The lore says once you kill him, he's transported to the soap dimension, so he can finally take a bath. Also, you can break his window. A Call Beyond tool on the right, and an elevator that leads to the one and only Ebrietas, daughter of the cosmos. The frickin' laser beams, though that's 2 achievements for the boss of 1. Of course, one of them just had to be a chalice. So the lecture building, the very start of the nightmare, but it's not even that scary. Oh, the patches. What the fuck?
Do you think ill of me?
No, I think you're all right. I'm okay. Every door around here is useful. The first is between 2 shelves. In this lecture room is a key. A bonfire is in a corner, but now we can open the door between the 2 pillars in the back rooms for the Augur of Ebrietas. One final door has 2 abortions. I'm serious, that we need. All right, there's 2 smoking doors in the lecture building. The first is the bottom, which leads to the Nightmare Frontier. Now the next tool is forward until you reach the lantern. Fall down into the poison pool and run right until you reach the cave. I'ma get frenzied and die, but at least I got the messenger's gift, which is an added plus because it's back to the lantern. And then you get attacked by some hunters, but I mean, who cares? A cave underneath our noses, also on the ledge, is a flower bud we'll need later. Now continuing this way, we'll fall down to some shiny coins, only for a cutscene to play. Fuck that dude. So next is the large poison pools with 2 more flower buds, and past the rock thrower to the boss of this area, the amygdala. He even has that signature, rips off his own arm and uses it as a weapon. It's also another 2 achievement boss with the... Okay, we're done with this area, and to the upper door we go, to the Nightmare of Mensis. It's really quite adorable with all these mountains of skulls. So the main bonfire is at the very right? Also, sedatives. Lots of sedatives. You can't die if you keep taking more drugs, or that's what I keep telling myself. Now first is to traverse Mensis's basement, the one with all the spiders. They're persistent little fuckers. And so is this little man. Oh, he's got tentacle powers. Where are you trying to stick that, boy? Anyway, I killed the boy and he dropped 3 fentanyl. Congratulations, we unlocked the first shortcut. Next to another elevator, and yeah, just by walking, we unlock the second shortcut. Of course, it's time for this guy. Oh, Mikolash, of all the men that talk to me, you are the worst. Shut up.
Majestic.
No, shut up. Just die. Just die. Just die. Oh, thank God. Most of the nightmares is gone for good. Well, hey, it's another shortcut. But the special thing about this one is... the special thing about this one is the platform it leads to. Probably need this thing, but as we walk, we reach this lever. The ground shakes, and... we'll be going after that beast, but first it's down this hole. Don't fall now, because we need what's in that chest. And just like that, it's every single hunter tool. Though there's a doorway with a path that leads to a blood rock for us. Ignore my level, but now a new elevator has appeared in the center room. Let's just take it all the way down, and... what's up? Yeah, just make contact with this disgusting brain. Yeah, come on, we gotta kill it. With the Blood Rock, our preferred weapon is now maxed for an achieve. But we're not done with this tower. No, not even close. And that bloody woman's back. Like, what's up? Finally, we must go to the source of all the noise. It's a baby. Oh, well, probably not anymore. Wet Nurse is probably the thing I look up the most, and it's not because she's hard. She's really not. And with her dead, we've completed the Triforce of the umbilical cords. When we go back to the Hunter's Dream, a gender reveal. Anyways, we gotta go back to Hemwick, as I never went to Canehurst. Just before the boss fight, a cutscene plays of a wondrous carriage for us to ride in. We're going to the Great Canehurst Castle. Well, it's kind of boring. Point is, you enter the main hall and open a chest for the Reichapalast. Also, you can kill women who are crying. The one shortcut is on the left, and in the same room, a chest with Evelyn. Alright, I know what you're thinking. This is just Anne Orlando. What, with the broken window to walk through that leads to a chest with another thing in it? And walking on the ledges to go to a lever so we can get back? But that lever revealed a ladder that climbs to the roof. That also leads to little walkways to reach our new boss. And I saved him for last because he's one of those I break your lock on every time I use this move bosses. So fuck you. Also put on his crown. It makes the world do weird shit. Surrounded by titty statues as a queen or something, which you can fuck up everything by talking to her. So this is me, a new game plush, kneeling before her, and me swearing an oath to obtain the Canehurst badge. On the right is some unopened summons. That means it's back to Cathedral Ward and giving it to Alfred, who gives us the Wheel Hunter badge in return. Now, go kill that queen, buddy. Congratulations! You have completed half of Bloodborne. Let's talk about these chalice dungeons now. Starting with the Pthumero chalice. When you start off, you probably think, wow, this is kind of cool and interesting. A dungeon crawler with randomly generated everything, except it's very bare bones and like, okay. So the whole point of these is to search the area for a giant lever that opens the door with the lanterns on it. You continue forward to fight a boss and rinse and repeat. Now, in order to get the one achievement for this, we have to repeat it about 24 times. Now, here's the problem. In order to make a new chalice dungeon, you need mats from the previous layers. Some are more obvious, like ones in the chests, and others are on specific enemies that are roaming around. There are no unique landmarks and no easy way to say that you have to explore every single room and kill every single enemy to make sure you have enough materials for the next dungeon. So here's what we'll do. The Central Pthumero chalice requires 6 ritual blood 2s. Once you got that, you can stop exploring and beeline it to the end. And we'll just make it right here. The next is the Lower Pthumero chalice, which needs 9 ritual blood 3s. So it's search, lever, door, boss, repeat. Search, lever, door, repeat. These treasure rooms sure are nice. I got 4 of the fucking ritual bloods in one chest. Kill the final boss on the layer, and do I have enough blood for the ritual? No. So if I wasn't clear enough, you have to search every room. And sometimes the chests are so small and hidden, you might just walk right past them, like I did. The next chalice requires 9 ritual blood 4s, so yay. Search, lever, door, repeat. Wait, excuse me? I just fought you 5 layers ago. And that's when you realize they've already run out of content, and it's only been 1 hour. Oh god, it all looks the same. Where the fuck am I even going? I can move this bridge, but the bridge leads to nothing. It's only under the bridge I found the workshop haze extractor on layer 2. I need this, don't I? At least I'm still doing damage. Alright, layer 3. What could possibly be here? Okay, we're just doing whatever, huh? That's where we're at. And there's a 4th layer. And I'm still looking for ritual blood. The bloodletting beast at least gives us a new chalice that we can't make because we don't have any bastards. No, the next chalice actually needs 4 cold blood flower buds. But if you remember in the frontier, Patches pushed us off before we could grab an item. That was the 4th flower bud. And he's still hanging out on the wall, that bastard. Speaking of which, the Ailing Loran chalice is actually next, and it keeps getting harder. But don't worry, at least we're getting so many souls now. Oh yeah, the next chalice needs 9 ritual blood 4s, and I'm even getting 5s now. On the first layer, this beast-possessed soul actually drops a blood gem for an achievement. And the blood-starved beast on second layer 2, he's technically new. And good news, you don't have to kill the boss on the third layer. You just have to open the gate and go left. Once you find the bridge, walk forward and fall into the hole. Inside the chest are the 2 bastards, and it's over. Though you don't have enough arcane haze, right? Well, just use that extractor we got. I'm gonna sacrifice some ritual blood 2s, because why not? To the cursed Thumerian defilement. Now we look for 9 ritual blood 5s. Oh yeah, it's starting to get difficult. Yeah, it must be because half of my health is gone. And I'm so unlucky that just look.
What the fuck is happening? What? It's in the roof. What the hell is happening? Can I even do anything? This is stupid. Whatever.
Cursed is right. How many layers do I still have to do? Oh. What's new on this layer? Oh, you know, just the same boss fight as before. And now it'll one-shot you. Surprisingly, the most times I've died to a boss so far. And lever, door, repeat, the amygdala. But I'm calling it amygdala from now on because it sounds cooler. He's literally impossible, and I had to cheese the boss fight. Because if you run at its tail and hit it a few times, it'll make the thing jump. It's supposed to hit you, but if you stand perfectly still, no damage. And since every move will either one-shot or does close to that, I'm not risking anything, and I'll continue to hit its tail. Only its tail. For 14 minutes, I hit its tail. 14. And the final chalice needs 9 ritual blood 5s. But before we can do that, it's to the great Izzy chalice for the 2 red jellies. It's so nice to have health again. And this place is a joke. For our first boss, I give you Brain Sucker. Wow, what a boss. On layer 2, I give you the legendary Celestial Emissary. Wow, what a boss. On layer 3, we don't have to fight a boss. Nope. It's only right by the lever. That's a room with the rolling boulders. This leads to a treasure room with the red jellies and separate chests. Cool. Now we can remove that chalice, because fuck it, and to the Great Thumero Hill Chalice. Finally, and for the rest of the layers, no more will we have to explore every room, but only beeline it to each lever and the boss. Well, you know, they had to pull out all the stops for this one. The reused Descendant here is so difficult that it's the only boss that took me a double-digit tries to kill. Congratulations! This is the hardest boss in the Soulsborne series. Just some dude. Alright, so there's another open grass area that leads to the next lever. Next boss is the bloodletting beast again. Yay. Finally, the last layer of the dungeons. 8 hours of absolute torture. I would call it mind-numbing, but you have to pay attention. Taking longer than the actual game itself, I give you Yharnam, the C-section woman from before. She freezes you sometimes. I don't know how she does it, but she does. That's it. You did it. Now, Yharnam Stone does nothing either. It's useless. I also beat that on my birthday, apparently. It was so meaningful, I forgot.
This was fucking hell.
Who wants to do the DLC now?
Oh my god.
To the Cathedral Ward one last time. Oh, $20 DLC, what do you have for me?
Cursed fiends, their children too, and their children forever true.
Yeah, I hate childs too. Always telling me I'm racist. I don't know why. Alright, here's the deal. I'm going to go through the DLC as normal, and we'll wrap back and pick up all the weapons that aren't straightforward, okay? Also, since I'm level 140-something, this is going to be way easier than normal. So there's a lot of hunters here, and fireballs. Whoa. The path leads right back to the Vicar room, but all we need is that eye pendant. Into the cave and dodging Stop Resisting Street to the same building we've been in at the start of the game, except we get our first item, Boom Hammer. Be careful, because you might go boom. But that didn't happen to me, obviously. No, it's into the Blood River Canal, and immediately getting out of the canal. This is the first shortcut. It's not very useful, but the man standing here is. Talk to him, and get back to me if he said anything useful. I don't think he did. Okay, so continuing on the Bloody River, there's some annoyances, but on the left is number 2, the Beast Hunter Safe. Cool. The next area's got a little church on the right with a lantern and maybe a summon if you need it, because now it's time for the unsightly beast with eyes for teeth and stinky breath. There's no Moonlight Greatsword in the game. I guess people got mad, so now Ludwig has it, and he's doing the Lord of the Rings thing. When you kill him, his head kind of just stays here. So, you know, when you find a head in a compromising position, you should always Now it's my sword. I came back from the hunter's dream, and this guy's back again. That's cool. Also, like 4 inches ahead, the Fist of Grati is in one of the cells. Some evil spellcasting nuns, and we activate the lift. Too bad we have to go back down. But also do the lift puzzle from that one game. 1 skull for the boss, but 1 more descent into a room with the church cannon. Now we get to start the research hall, and not unlike Demon Souls as well. The room with the 3 on it has 2 elevators. 1 will be a shortcut, just in case, but the room with the 2 on it will take us even further up to more stairs, and the room with the 5 unlocks the other elevator. It has a hole with a magical appearing everything, which is a staple of this area. Like this gunner guy, who's gone, and now he's back, and now he's gone again. Don't mind that thing. It's just a woman. Anyways, at the back of the very top here is a ladder, and we can climb it to raise all the stairs with the lever as it very slowly moves up. So now these moved stairs lead to the giant doors. Even one of the women wants to join us to kill the living failures. These ones couldn't even become Discord mods. This is why plastic surgery is wrong. You don't want to turn into Grichka Bogdanov, do you? No. No, you don't. Yeah, there's another boss like right after this. And why was you about to touch that woman? Come on now. That was a cool, girl boss. Now let's make the clock work. But the clock moved too fast and leads to Swamp Hell. Swamp Hell's kind of cool, I guess. Look at the hanging corpse. Beautiful decor. Well, there's not really much to do in this world, but you'll thank me later if you grab the shortcut along this path. Ooh, yeah. This place is very wet. So wet that it's even raining indoors. And this whole place is just a giant slug farm. Whoa, easy there, tiger. There's really only one way to go, but a hidden lever is in this room, which unlocks a shortcut, of course, because it's time for another boss. Warning, this cutscene might be hot for some viewers. Your nut is not my responsibility. And come on, it was just born. Chris Tyson. Oh, and you also need to kill the afterbirth as well.
Sweet child of Kos returned to the ocean. A bottomless curse, a bottomless sea, accepting of all that there is and can be.
Well, I'm back at the Cathedral Ward. The dead beast at the throne is interactable now. And oh, does it have a headache? That's all the bosses, so all that's left now is the many hunter weapons. Alright, so down the throne just on the right are some beasts and a beast cutter on a corpse. To the shortcut house and the stairs that go up is a man with forks on his hands who drops a badge. Next is the bloodstained river in the opposite direction we always went. And here's a minigun man who drops the minigun. And the Amygdalin arm is even further in the cave. Well done. Now let's go to church and fall down here. Just past the snail man is the whirligig saw. To the research hall at the bottom of the stairs is a shield, you brah. Also, we need to climb the stairs for the underground cell key. Open the cell to see this baby. He had a pick. Next is Slugland, going into the well to kill our friend who calls for its boyfriend. Put an end to them for Rakio. Almost done to the final lantern, talk to the guy on the ground for 2 needed items. Back to the cells one final time and open the door. Let's kill this guy. Now the rest of the weapons have to be bought at the little shop. And the same can be said for the normal hunter weapons. What do you know? That's every achievement in the DLC. Oh, would you look at the time? It's my favorite part of the day where I eat all the umbilical cords we collected for the secret ending, because it's almost over. I never really talked to Gehrman, and I'm going to refuse his request. The big bad first hunter, who spent this whole time pretending to be crippled. No wonder he needed to die. And this is Moon Jesus. Everyone say hi, Moon Jesus. But we ate the umbilical cords. It can't do whatever the fuck it was about to do. And I'll just slay the ultimate nightmare.
Are you cold?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good hunter.
She thinks I'm funny. And wow, even with the Chalice dungeons, this game is really short. All that's left is the cleanup. most of which is just the endings. As I said before, I had to get the Canehurst badge again, but you should be able to buy all the normal hunter weapons at this point too. So, you know, run to the bridge, unlock the shortcuts, continue into the sewer canal, and kill Gascoigne. Enter Cathedral Ward, then to the church. Now the minigun guy's shooting at you. But you know, blood-starved beast, am I right? The new door in the ward is open, and down the workshop. Open some shortcuts to fight the vicar once more. You gotta inspect the head. That means when we run past the sleeping man and run to the door, we can give the password to the Forbidden Woods, which is such a straight path, it's straighter than me. Then you go to Burger King and kill a spider. Yargul's no different. It's just a slow descent into madness. Quite literally. Thankfully, don't need to go to the frontier. But climb Murgo's tower for a while, kill this fucking asshole, kill the wet nurse, cause let's be honest, I'm jealous. Alright, round 2 with Gehrman. Still refusing to submit our life. With Gehrman dead, Space Jesus makes us crippled. Oh, government money, here I come. Alright, one final time. Shortcut, sewer, Gascoigne, ward, church, the blood-stained beast, ward, workshop, vicar, don't say that too fast, password, woods, shadow people, spider, tower knight, Mikalash, hey baby. And it's done. For my final reward, I get the sweet release just fucking kill me already. I'll admit, I wasn't going to do Bloodborne next, but at this point I'm so burnt out on playing these games back to back to back to back that I'm just not having fun the way that I used to. Which is why this Bloodborne video is the last achievement video I'm doing for a while. If that means I'm killing my channel before it even gets started, then so be it. But I have some passion projects I've been wanting to make for a while, and just maybe I'll see you in a season 2.
Farewell, good hunter.